When we think of the world's most intimidating football players, it's rare to think of a goalkeeper. But Oliver Kahn was no ordinary player. He was a warrior, a leader, and a man who transformed goalkeeping from a support role into the very heartbeat of a team. Known for his relentless intensity and fearsome personality, Kahn wasn't just a last line of defense. He was a psychological force, a mind game, and a living embodiment of football's raw spirit. So what made him so scary? Today, we're uncovering the story behind Oliver Kahn, the titan whose fiery character made him legendary. Oliver Kahn's story begins in the city of Karlsruhe, Germany. From a young age, he was drawn to football, inspired by his father, Rolf Kahn, who was a semi-professional footballer. Football wasn't just a pastime in the Kahn family, it was practically a tradition. Oliver was taken to local matches from as early as he could remember, and his childhood memories are filled with visions of the roaring crowd and the thrill of the game. But Oliver wasn't just another spectator. He was fixated on one player in particular, goalkeeper Sepp Maier of Bayern Munich. Watching Maier's fearless dives and impeccable reflexes, young Oliver knew he wanted to be like him, a guardian of the net. From an early age, Kahn showed that he wasn't just playing a position, he was building an identity. Even as a young boy, his determination set him apart. Kahn was never one to shy away from a challenge or back down from his mistakes. In his youth matches, he developed a habit that would define him for years. Every goal he let in became a personal failure, a reason to push harder. Most players would shake off a bad game, but not Kahn. Instead, he took every goal as an insult, using it as fuel to push himself beyond what anyone thought possible. One former youth coach recalled that even after a good game, Kahn would stay back to practice, analyzing his mistakes, asking, "How could I have been better?" This obsession with improvement wasn't just dedication, it was a form of self-discipline that bordered on the extreme. Kahn joined Karlsruher SC's youth team when he was just 7. Even as a young player, his dedication was clear. His training sessions weren't just practice, they were battles against his own limits. Coaches noticed how, unlike other young players, Kahn wasn't satisfied unless he performed at his absolute best. His discipline and mental strength became legendary at an early age. In 1989, at just 20 years old, Kahn was promoted to first-choice goalkeeper for Karlsruher SC. He made headlines for his incredible reflexes, his seemingly superhuman dives, and, above all, his unbreakable focus. Soon, Kahn's heroics were keeping his team alive in games where they should have lost. His skill led Karlsruhe to the 1993 UEFA Cup semi-finals, a shocking achievement for a previously second-tier club. Kahn didn't just play the game, he controlled its emotional tone. His eyes, his stance, his very presence spoke volumes. Opponents knew that scoring on him wouldn't just be a goal, it would be a direct challenge to a man who treated every shot as an attack on his personal fortress. One striker said, "It's like he wasn't even human on the pitch. There was no smile, no weakness, just a pure, concentrated force. When you faced Kahn, you felt like you were up against a wall of pure willpower." Bayern Munich signed Kahn in 1994, a move that would change not only his life, but also the trajectory of the club itself. His arrival marked a turning point. At Bayern, Kahn demanded a level of excellence and intensity that pushed the entire squad forward. He became known for his short temper, intense self-criticism, and a relentless pursuit of victory. He had no tolerance for mistakes, not his own nor his teammates. During one practice session, Kahn famously berated a teammate for a sloppy pass, shouting, "On the pitch, there is no room for weakness." He once said he viewed each save as a life or death moment. His dedication was so intense that he'd routinely sacrifice his body, diving headfirst into boots or posts to stop a shot. The 2000 to 2001 season saw Kahn at his peak, and his performance in the Champions League final against Valencia is the stuff of legends. The game was nail-biting, ending in a 1-1 draw after extra time. What followed was a penalty shootout, and it was here that Kahn became immortalized in football history. He saved not one, not two, but 3 penalties, delivering a breathtaking victory to Bayern and securing their first Champions League title in decades. After the final penalty save, Kahn's stoic demeanor cracked as he sprinted joyfully toward his teammates to celebrate. This wasn't just a man who expected victories. In that moment, he let himself revel in the triumph. The media hailed him as Volcano, the Titan, and his performance in that final became a defining moment in the sport. "When you stepped up to the penalty spot against Kahn, it was like staring down a storm," one opposing player said. "He didn't flinch, he didn't doubt, he simply dared you to try." Kahn's prowess wasn't confined to club football. In the 2002 World Cup, he was the beating heart of the German national team, carrying them through the tournament with 5 clean sheets in 7 matches. Germany's defense was bolstered by Kahn's superhuman saves, and fans worldwide were in awe of his unbreakable focus and lightning reflexes. Even FIFA's top analysts noted that Kahn's saves seemed almost intuitive, as if he could read the opposition's minds. In the final against Brazil, despite a flawless performance throughout the tournament, Germany fell short. But Kahn's contributions didn't go unnoticed. He won the Golden Ball, the only goalkeeper ever to receive the tournament's highest individual honor, recognizing him as the best player in the World Cup. Kahn was devastated by the loss, famously clenching his fists, later saying, "It was my only mistake in the finals. It was 10 times worse than any mistake I've ever made. There's no way I can make myself feel any better, or make my mistake go away." As fearless as Kahn was on the pitch, he was equally open about his struggles with anger and perfectionism. In interviews, he admitted that he had moments where his pursuit of excellence bordered on self-destruction. Sports psychologists noted that Kahn's mental toughness was a double-edged sword. He used therapy and mental coaching to find balance, transforming his anger into focus, his perfectionism into performance. Reflecting on his journey, Kahn said, "Being a goalkeeper is about more than saves. It's about facing yourself every day and knowing you're your biggest opponent." Kahn's openness about mental health gave fans a glimpse of his human side, showing that even titans can struggle with the weight of their own expectations. This battle was not without its costs. Kahn admitted that his relentless drive sometimes led to burnout and physical exhaustion, saying, "There were days when I struggled to even take the stairs." The 2002 World Cup, where Germany fell short despite his heroics, was a painful chapter in his career, as was the heartbreak of the 1999 Champions League final, where Bayern Munich lost in the dying minutes. These failures, though devastating, forced Kahn to confront not just the limits of his abilities, but also the emotional toll of his career. At a time when mental health was often mocked or misunderstood, especially in high-stakes sports, Kahn made the courageous decision to seek therapy. While many feared the stigma, Kahn chose to face his struggles head-on, understanding that true strength lies in vulnerability. His efforts to prioritize his mental well-being became a turning point, allowing him to win battles within himself that no trophy could symbolize. Through these challenges, he emerged not just as a legendary goalkeeper, but as a symbol of resilience and self-awareness, inspiring others to view setbacks as opportunities for growth. Oliver Kahn retired in 2008, but his influence continued. Over his 20-year career, he had won 8 Bundesliga titles, 6 German Cups, and the Champions League, leaving a legacy that still inspires goalkeepers around the world. Today, Kahn serves as an executive at Bayern Munich, where he works to uphold the high standards he once set as a player. Kahn's career wasn't just a story of success, it was a testament to the power of sheer will. He turned goalkeeping into an art form, leaving an indelible mark on football that few could match. Oliver Kahn, the wall that stood against the world's best, the titan who guarded his goal with his life, and the legend who showed us all what it means to be truly fearless. If you've ever wondered what true dedication looks like, look no further than the legacy of Oliver Kahn.